SCCRESA TV presents in 3, 2, 1, Dateline Schools with your host, Terry Harrington.
This week on Dateline Schools, we're learning about the Community Action Agency of St. Clair County as part of our summer-long series and looking at the organizations and agencies that help support the children here in the Blue Water area. And tell us all about it, my special guest is the Community Action Agency's Deputy Director, Sherry Archibold. And Sherry, how long does a typical family or individual receive services from this agency?
Overall, that depends on the program or service. Our Head Start families typically can be with us anywhere from 1 school year to 2 to 3 school years, depending on the circumstances. But most of our programs are a one-time, either one time per year or one time every 10 years, depending on what the program is. So typically, it's if whenever they have a need, we address the need, solve the problem, and send them back on their way.
Are there any requirements and are there any type of things that they have to do to be eligible for your programs?
The majority of our programs are an income eligibility requirement. Head Start would be our only one that is not. That is income eligible, but we also have 10% of our Head Start families can be high-risk families, where the child has some type of a risk factor that allows them to be enrolled in our Head Start program. But other than that, all of them are centered first on income and then need based on whatever the program requirements are, and each one is very unique.
Obviously, to offer the services that you do, obviously funding comes into play. What kind of a budget do you operate with, and where does most of your funding come from?
Funding definitely comes into play, and we pay very close attention to who's in office, where, and when. The majority of our funding comes from the federal government, followed by state and local. And then we do have some funders, donors, fundraising, different events that we put on. Majority is definitely federal. And our overall budget this year averages, we tend to stay right around $6 million a year. During the stimulus programs, we had a huge grant awarded to us for weatherization. So in those particular years, we were up over 7-8 million. But we generally stay right around 5.5 to 6 million.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.